Hello, this is Dr. Duello. I am your writing consultant here to give you a short presentation which I'll call the all-important elevator speech. So what is an elevator speech and why do you need one? Well, think about being at a scientific conference. You're either at the convention center or the hotel, and there's a collection of people waiting for the elevator. And among them is a professor who turns to you, sees your name tag, and says, "Oh, I see you're at University X. What do you do?" Now, the elevator door opens, and if you haven't prepared for this, you're going, well, first we bought the rats, and the elevator is going to second floor and third floor. The professor, he or she, is getting out on fourth floor, and you have not had an opportunity to tell them about what you do. So what you want is to have prepared in your mind a short, concise speech, an elevator speech of only 4 or 5 sentences. So what would be the elements that you'd want to include in this elevator speech? Well, first thing you want to do is always credit the professor with whom you worked. It was a privilege for you to work in their laboratory. A lot of students forget to do this, so make sure you acknowledge the professor, the department, the institution. Then, what did you do? This is not about a collection of techniques. That's just a cookbook on how to answer a scientific question. This is about what was the science? What is the hypothesis? What were you studying? A very short statement on what you found, just to make them want to know more, and why is it important. So let's just take an example of maybe someone who's working in my lab, and someone asks, "Oh, what are you doing for research?" And you'd say, "Well, I've had the opportunity to work with Dr. Teresa Duello in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology. We've studied the distribution of low birth weight infants in the city of Milwaukee and their proximity to major highways to see if there's a correlation between diesel fuel exhaust and birth outcomes. We're in the process of conducting the analysis right now." Well, that second sentence is pretty long and could be shortened up, but you can see clear, concise, lucid, to the point. Let's see if I followed my own directions. So, who did you work with? Teresa Duello in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology. If you're off campus, you'll want to include yours at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. What did you do? We studied the distribution of low birth weight babies in Milwaukee and their proximity to major highways. What did you find? Well, the analysis is still underway, or you might say preliminary evidence indicates X, Y, and Z. Whatever. And last, why is it important? Because there may be a correlation between diesel fuel exhaust and birth outcomes. So what you want is always to have this elevator speech prepared in your back pocket and committed to memory. Practice it. Try it out on your friends, try it out on professors, ask them to critique it. If they're asking a question which is information that should have been included in the talk, then revise the talk. If it is just a great next question, then that's what you want. You've presented it in a way that triggers the question that you want to ask. Good luck.